Okay, so doesn't look like I'm live because it doesn't look like it's doing anything. No, I'm live. Okay, so I looked over my commentary from the trailer from earlier today, and I have some notes. So I want to make sure that those are voiced. For starters, I definitely was wrong. I quickly glanced at the trailer. I didn't have enough time to really look at it to realize that Thor most certainly is not on that ship. He is on Earth where he left off. I'm assuming he's staying with Cap and all of them because he doesn't have family anywhere else. Like that, they're all he has anymore. So everyone's at a loss. I think they're all kind of staying close together, whoever can. No one wants to be alone under these really dark times. I'm sure that early on in the movie, Black Widow probably comes across Ronan, aka Black, or aka. God, I'm so okay. Let me go back. Whoa, blah blah blah. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm gonna make sure live chat is on. There we go. Great. Hawkeye, thank you. Hawkeye, I think she finds Ronan, obviously doing his little ninja stuff he's doing now because he's become vengeful. And Tony, of course, is on the ship. He does mention in the trailer with no rescue in sight. I'm guessing that that's a double meaning there. I think when he says no rescue in sight, it means that we're going to have Pepper become rescue because of this. Potentially she'll work with Rhodey, or I don't know. Maybe even Shuri will get involved, although there's been stuff put out there that Shuri is gone, so I guess it's gonna be less Black Panther centric. There's been rumors that we were gonna see more Wakanda in this movie, and I don't think we are. Not based on that trailer. Granted, that trailer, a lot of people have already speculated, and they're probably right, that it's only showing the first few minutes of the entire movie and not showing 90% of the movie. Or it could be showing nothing at all and has nothing to do with the movie. But if we're going off of the trailer, from what we've seen, this is what we think. Tony's stranded in space. Pepper does rescue him. And I say this because even though Marvel likes to break our expectations, they've already given us sadness in Infinity War. Does that mean they're going to be all rainbows and sunshine in this movie? No. Is it possible Tony's going to die right then and there? Yes. Although, man, would that suck. What an ending to be a giant failure. I don't think they're going to leave it like that. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that Tony Stark is going to die in that ship. I did for a moment there, and I don't really think so anymore. They're not going to give him a doom and gloom failure ending. He didn't succeed. His ultimate goal he failed at. And we all needed to see that failure, but Tony's also sort of our main character, and I just don't see them killing him off at the beginning of the movie. That being said, I do think he will die in this movie. I just don't think it's going to be in that space capsule, aka the Guardian ship. I do think that Pepper's going to come and save him, more so than even Captain Marvel. I'm not sure where Captain Marvel is going to fit into this overall storyline, but I do think that it's possible that she could convene with Nebula. If anyone, it's more likely I can see her convening with Nebula. So I think Pepper Potts is going to save Tony in space. She's going to find a way to recover him using rescue, as rescue. I think she's going to join the fight. Meanwhile, I think also Tony's old. Someone mentioned that Tony is old in those leaked, if we want to call them that, leaked photos of them in New York City. Tony's old. He doesn't die in that ship. No. They save him. They bring him into the quantum realm with the rest of them, or they bring him back to Earth and then they meet up with him at an later time in his life after he feels like Cap or whatever, everyone's been gone this whole time, because maybe they have been. I don't know. There's going to be some kind of weird dimensional rift. Things are going to shift. My dog's yawning. Something's going to happen, and I do think that it's all going to be based around that quantum realm technology, combined with Barf, of course, based on what we've heard so far. We did, of course, we were told by Kevin Feige that that barf technology would be used. But then again, we've been told by the Russo brothers that the title of the movie was not Endgame, but we were close. So clearly, the fans have figured some things out. A lot of people hate the title. I don't really mind. It doesn't really matter what the title is to me. It never really has. Honestly, like Age of Ultron, like that wasn't even an age. It was just Ultron shows up. I don't think it really matters in the long run what the title of the movie is. I just think that the movie's good, and I think that it's going to be. I don't really know if we needed a trailer, but I'm glad we got one because it gave me plenty to talk about and to think about. Um, I'm excited for Spider-Man Far From Home coming tomorrow. I have no idea how they're going to explain that in his trailer, but that should be interesting. I'm actually going to likely be on the Real Rejects YouTube channel. I'm not going to report on it on my YouTube channel right away. I'm probably going to have someone else do a reaction to that for Fan Theory. I'm not sure. But I will be on Real Rejects tomorrow, approximately 11 p.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. Approximately 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check me out there, and thanks guys for tuning in. I just wanted to put out my little points there. I think Rescue's gonna come save Tony at the beginning of the movie. He's not gonna die right away, not from that ship. I do think that the Guardian's ship is going to be abandoned. We may never see it again, which is super bumming me out. I think that there's going to be a lot of funny moments with Rocket in the Avengers headquarters, because where else is he going to be? I do think that we're going to see a lot more of Hawkeye / Ronin. I think he's going to be probably a big key player in the movie. I do think the heart is still going to be wrapped around Tony, and I do think that Cap is going to be leading the charge more so in this movie than any of the other ones. I think he's going to be kind of the one pushing Tony even when we discover him as an old man later on. And I still like my theory that because Marvel's changed the canon so much, why not go the extra mile and say that Peter Parker is Tony Stark and Pepper Potts' child, or at least Tony Stark's child. I like the idea of Pepper Potts and him, that pregnant child that's in her right now, or the one that she'll have by the next movie. I do think it would be really interesting if it turned out through some weird time rift thing, how it was always destined for him to be their son. I just think that'd be so cool because of the way we've set up the relationship to begin with. I mean, why not make him his real life father, even though he's ultimately raised by Aunt May and Uncle Ben. So I don't know. We'll see. Just a fun theory I came up with just the other day. I thought it would be interesting to see. So yeah, update on that. Go check out the live video. And guys, do me a favor, also go to Real Rejects YouTube channel, The Real Rejects, and go check out today's episode of their reaction to the Avengers trailer. It comes with an amazing sketch I helped work on. I got credit for. Greg's amazing. He's a great guy, great writer. They worked on it with us, or I worked on it with them, and it turned out really great. It's got a great sketch at the beginning before we get into their reaction. So go check that out. Do yourselves a favor and go do that. And this has been all of my fan theories. What are yours?